For decades, seeing yourself in lights in New York's Times Square has been a dream for artists and creators around the world. And for two young women who graduated from Sapulpa High School just 6 years ago, that dream is about to become a reality. Autumn and Raini Deerinwater have been working with Ojibwe, Canada native artist Sheila Tucker on a photo shoot. It will be featured in Times Square here in just a couple of weeks. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here. And I've got to start with you, Autumn. How does it feel? How does it sound? You in Times Square on a billboard?
It sounded crazy at first, but once we actually got to start shooting and everything, it kind of just became real. It's just like, it just happened so fast and everything, so yeah.
Raini, I mean, we're looking at Times Square here. You're going to be there. Your photo, you and your twin sister's photos are going to be there. How does that sound to you?
So I actually had the opportunity to go to New York City right after our first shoot. And so we went out to Times Square, and I was just standing there in the middle, had my New York moment, and I was like, wow, my face is about to be up here. And that's kind of really when it hit me, and I was like, wow, this is going to be such an amazing opportunity for the both of us to be up there and to be able to do it together.
The artist that you work with, Sheila Tucker, she is an Ojibwe native from Ojibwe tribe. We tried to get her on in the schedule. She's just so busy. We were going to Zoom with her, but you all both mentioned Sheila multiple times. We have to talk about Sheila.
Yeah.
So tell me about Sheila. Autumn, your experience, because you were the first one to meet her, and she's the person in charge of the photo shoot now.
Yeah. She's really great to work with. She's super sweet, super genuine. She has a vision with every shoot that we do, and being able to help her make it like come true and make it a reality has been really great. She's really good to work with.
And Raini, your family has been collecting her items for years. This is an example of some of Sheila's other work, but you were already familiar with Sheila, right?
Yeah, just a little bit. I knew that my dad had been a buyer of her beadwork and just a couple of other things. So I was kind of familiar with what she did and stuff, so I thought it was pretty cool that we had already kind of just supported her in the first place, regardless of what goals she's reaching with her brand.
Well, this is an example of one of the photos from the photo shoot. Now, we can't show the exact one that's going to be up on New York Times Square, but I want to show what Sheila sent us from the photo shoot. Autumn, when you see these photos, what are you thinking? What are you seeing?
It's just like unreal. I don't know. It's just like we're actually doing this, and we're actually making her vision come true, and it's just, I just can't believe it. Looking at these pictures, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Does it look like you? I mean, that's what I'm curious.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it looks like you? Did they capture your essence, who you are?
Yeah, it definitely does. At first, I was like, oh my goodness, like that's us. And then looking at it now, it's just like, it just captures who we are, so.
And Raini, we've been talking, you know, you are Creek, Cherokee, and Navajo. What does it mean to you as a Native woman to be able to represent? Do you feel like you're representing something or someone greater doing this?
Oh yeah, definitely. So there's been so much representation in media for Native Americans, especially in Oklahoma. So with like Res Dogs and Killers of the Flower Moon, our family and friends got to be a part of that. So they got to be on that film industry side, and we get to represent on the fashion side. So I think representing in these industries as a whole gets to prove that we can do these things and that we are getting the recognition that we deserve. And we're out here every day working hard through any adversity we face to be out there, and I think it's really inspiring, especially for younger generations, to look at us and say, I look like that, and I can do that no matter where I come from or what I do every day.
And we know that Sheila's very proud of that too. When I was talking to her on the phone, she said, the one thing I ask of you, mention that I am Ojibwe,
Yes.
a native tribe of Canada.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Again, one more question for you, Autumn. You're planning to go to Times Square to see yourself.
Yeah.
How are you preparing for that moment?
I think I'm just kind of like making it feel real. I don't know. I think it's going to be really emotional, so I'm kind of preparing myself to have my New York moment like Raini had a couple weeks ago. So I'm just kind of like, I think it's just going to be really emotional for me.
Well, great. Autumn and Raini Deerinwater, thank you so much. Congratulations to you both.
Thank you.
And when I was talking with Sheila, We are still nailing down the dates of exactly when it's going to be in Times Square, but we think it's probably going to be first, second week of July. So if you're in New York at home, you may see Autumn and Raini. Ladies, again, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having us. Yeah.